Hey guys, Pinobi here, bringing you another narrative Wi-Fi battle. This is going to be an NU battle with NeuroToxxin, and one little additional rule to this battle is we're going to go into this battle trying to utilize some kind of a little bit original sets. So I'm going to lead with my Pinobi. He's going to lead with his anti-venom, which is obviously, because it's an anti-lead. He's going to taunt so I can't sleep powder, win the speed tie, and then go for the Will-O-Wisp, which kind of sucks because I am a physical Venomoth, believe it or not. So I'm going to go into my handshake because it's a dual screener. I'm going to set up the first screen while he goes to burn me, predicting the physical attack, and then I'm going to go for the meteor mash, predicting the taunt. So that works out pretty well for me. And I'm going to get an attack raise. Based on the damage, it didn't really matter. It'd be a 2-hit KO either way. He's going to go for the Destiny Bond, which is a great play on his part, but I really need to kill off this Haunter here. So I'm going to get a crit and an attack raise. So the game is just getting all my hacks out of the way right now, or hopefully so. And yeah, it's going to bring us both down. So it's 5-5, not too bad. I can just go back into my lead and go for the sleep powder. Luckily for me, he doesn't have the extreme speed, which if he was a max physical Entei, probably could bring me down to my sash and burn could kill me. Although at least I'd get him asleep, I suppose. But no, he's going to run a little bit more of an original Entei here, and I'm going to take this opportunity to set up my Toxic Spikes. I was a little surprised he didn't switch, to have sleep fodder. But I guess he's hoping that he could maybe just wake up while I'm setting up and kill me off so he wouldn't have to worry about sleep in the future. But I'm going to go ahead and switch to the Nard Dog this turn, not wanting to risk the U-turn in case he woke up and maybe went for the extreme speed now if he didn't carry it before. Although it didn't show him resting before my Toxic Spikes at all, so chances are he didn't have that. But just to be a little more safe, I was burned, he resisted, it doesn't really matter. He's going to set up the Will-O-Wisp here on my Nard Dog. Does not bother me because as you can clearly see, I believe it's this turn, I'm going to go for the Heal Bell. He's going to switch into his Stantler to get the Intimidate. At first I'm thinking it's probably a Confusion, Para, Stantler. But he is playing a little bit more original here. He's going with a Special Stantler. To be honest, even as far as originality goes, I would say a Special Stantler is probably not too good since it doesn't get a stab move, except for, could you do Hidden Power normal? I've never really ran into Hidden Power normal. I guess you might be able to. So yeah, he's just going to bring in his Dragonair. Well, I'm going to roar him into his Dragonair. I opt to stay in just to see what this thing is. I'm thinking I could live at least one hit, and I was going to go for the rest that turn. And his Shed Skin is going to get rid of the poison from Toxic Spikes, which is good for him. And he's just going to go for the Outrage. I had a feeling he might be a mixed set, but I'm just going to go for the sub anyway, because if he wasn't a mixed set, he'd probably have to switch. And even if he is the mixed set, he goes for the Outrage, which is good for me, because I can just sub-stall him until his Outrage runs out. I'm hoping it'll be a 2-turn Outrage. Unfortunately for me, it is not, meaning it will be 3 turns. Lefties kicking in, all that good stuff. I haven't seen his item yet, so I'm hoping he's not a Lumberry, because that would mean he could cure the Confusion. Oh, actually, no. If he was Lumberry, I guess it would have healed his poison. So I suppose that's not really something to take into account here. And plus, with Shed Skin ability, wouldn't be the most effective. But the point would be to cancel out the Confusion after Outrage. Luckily for me, that's not the case. Although with the Toxic Spikes, I guess it wouldn't have particularly mattered. And I'm going to go ahead and hit it with the... No, I'm going to go ahead and sub up while he hits himself, which is good for me. I'm going to go ahead and just fire off a Psychic here. Wasn't actually expecting it to kill. I'm not too familiar with Dragonair's defenses, but I figured its special defense was 70 or 80 or something like that. But being a mixed attacker, it was probably purely offensive, hasty nature, speed, and attack with Draco Meteor is what I would guess. So yeah, he's going to bring in the Entei. Luckily for me, I'm safe behind a sub. Just going to go ahead and fire off a Confuse Ray. Unfortunately for me, he's not going to get the Confuse hacks right here, but I can outspeed to go for, I believe, a Pain Split. I think that is what's going to happen on this upcoming turn. I suppose we shall see. Luckily for me, he is poisoned, so that's like gonna slowly take its toll. No, I do go for the sub here, hoping he'll hit himself in confusion first. Cause right, I keep thinking when I see Flare Blitz extreme speed, but yeah, he does not pack the extreme speed because I believe he's like a rest Entei. But I'm just gonna go ahead and go for the Pain Split here. Yeah, for those that don't know, this is a timid nature, max special attack, max speed, sub, confuse ray, psychic, pain split, Xatu, with 95 speed, 95 special attack, I believe, base, respectively, and pretty cool set. It's worked pretty well for me. It definitely was well, maybe not definitely, probably the MVP of this battle here. Does quite well. And the Pain Split's going to be really great. Take a big chunk of his health and go ahead and get the poison down, and I'm able to finish him off with a Psychic. So luckily I didn't. Luckily he didn't get too much luck with the confusion hacks there, or else that could have been pretty bad for me. He's going to go ahead and bring in a Slow King, which of course has been moved down to NU. I'm going to make a bad play going for the Confuse Ray, totally forgetting the own tempo ability. I don't really play the UU tier much, and I didn't really face much Slow King before, so yeah, that was just a big blunder on my part. Didn't realize it had the own tempo ability like Licky Licky and so many others, so definitely a fault there. But I'm just going to go ahead and sub, since, you know, he is poisoned, which is good for me. I'm thinking I can just, you know, sub-stall this guy out to the point where a Psychic would finish him off, even if it is unresistant, even if he has 110 base special defense. He did go for a Belly Drum, making me think he is, of course, an attacking set. But he's going to activate his Custop Berry, which for those of you that don't know, I believe it's when you're at 25% health or less, it might be a third, you'll go first on your next attack. So it's kind of a glass cannon maneuver, a one hit and then you're gone type thing, but it definitely was effective right there. So I'm just going to go for the Protect this turn, while he goes for a Rock Polish. So that definitely was not not good for me, excuse me. But I'm just going to go for the second Protect, thinking he'll attack, thinking I'm not going to go for the Protect. Which is great for me that that second Protect worked out. But now I'm going to need Death Fodder to poison stall this thing. So I'm going to have to go into my, what is this guy? Fione, the mini form of Manphy. His name was Gratson600 because, for those of you that aren't familiar with NeuroToxxin, he did just reach 600 subscribers. He's a, you know, good battler, posts nice videos and all that good stuff. So wanted to do something for him and go ahead and make that poke. It had a pretty cool set. It was like Whirlpool, U-Turn, Heal Bell, Rest, or something like that. So gonna go ahead and bring in my Pinobi. I believe I went for the Protect there. I wasn't paying attention. Gonna just go ahead and go for the U-Turn. He did get the Intimidate, which matters because I am a physical Venomoth. I know that's crazy to hear. But yeah, I'm gonna U-Turn out just because I know Hitmonchan has great base special defense and is a fighting type, which of course Stantler is weak to. I could have just Drain Punched for the win. So that was a really great game, NeuroToxxin. I had a lot of fun. It's cool to battle with some sort of original sets now and then, you know, that can still prove themselves as fairly effective. I really liked the, you know, Belly Drum, Custop Berry, and the great Haunter lead. So thank you guys for watching the battle. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys next time.